So I did a video about this probably, I don't know, a couple of years ago, and I stayed quiet about it after that because I started getting shit from everybody. And this is gonna be a little bit controversial. I don't really care because I think that for me, what is the most important thing is to put out content that is real, raw, authentic, and educational for you guys because y'all need it just as much as I needed it when I first started my spray tanning business. So I'm going to just swerve on the haters really quick and let you guys know what is actually fact and what is going to help you gain your sanity and stop overthinking and overanalyzing and doing all of the things that we tend to do as business owners and simplify your life, hopefully, if you guys want to listen a little bit further. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go. If you guys don't know who I am, welcome. My name is Callaghan. If you guys have not been here yet, go ahead and subscribe, hit that little notification button, and make sure that you guys get notified on upcoming videos. We post them every week, sometimes multiple times a week, and I love to do this for you guys long times. I'm going to be talking about something that is very controversial in our industry, and that is, do the bases in sunless solutions actually matter? And so what I'm going to tell you right now is, again, something that has been fought on, talked about, people get up in arms about it, and I don't know, actually I do know why, but really I'm here just to educate you guys. I'm coming from an unbiased perspective. I don't really care what you guys do with this information. All I know is that it is my job to be able to kind of disclose what I know by the things that I've learned throughout the years, by going to events, by educating myself, by talking to chemists, and all of these things. So when you apply a spray tan onto your client, what you see immediately upon application is just the bronzer. It is not the actual tan. So what that means is that the tan develops underneath that bronzer. So in 8 hours or whenever they shower, they're gonna look a lot darker because not only do they have the bronzer, which is what helps you make sure that they have an even tan throughout the body and that you spray correctly, but now that transparent DHA that was on them in the beginning when you first applied the solution has developed. And so now they have both the bronzer and the DHA, the tan, the actual tan that matters, on their skin. So now like they're pretty dark. So what happens is a lot of the times, sunless artists and solution brands, they actually offer different bases because they believe it is going to help a certain type of skin tone. The bases in sunless solutions are just in the bronzer. They're just in the bronzer. So what does that mean? A lot of the times, most of that bronzer is going to wash off on the first shower. Sometimes it takes a couple showers to actually get all of the bronzer off. So what that means is that the actual base doesn't affect the actual tan. So the bronzer does not affect what the actual DHA, developed tan, whatever you want to call it, looks like. Those are two completely different things. One washes off, one stays on for 7 to 10 days. This washes off usually, mostly, like 99.9% of it, for me anyway, washes off on the first shower. Sometimes, again, when people don't rinse well, it may take 2 or 3 times. But essentially, that bronzer does not have an effect on the actual tan itself. And so this is just my theory, is that when people or brands offer different bases, they're doing it because obviously they're a business and there's nothing wrong with this, but they want to sell more product, right? So if you are a sunless artist and you have a red, purple, blue, green, whatever base, you have all of the colors. They sold more product to you. Whereas something like the solution that we've created called Obsidian, we don't have multiple bases. We don't have multiple bronzers. It's just the same thing because you don't need to overcomplicate things. And when I teach my clients and my students on how to spray tan, that is one thing. I'll give them the information of what I just shared with you, but that is one thing that I feel like is where people stop in their tracks because things start to get really freaking complicated when they don't need to be complicated. I mean, I've had people that I've retrained that spray tan up and down, side to side, in circles. It's like, it doesn't need to be complicated. We use a very, very simple, step-by-step, simple system to be able to empower women to know that they can do this without all of the bells and the whistles. I have been able to grow my salon into a 6-figure, just alone, the salon itself, this does not include my spray tan training, into a 6-figure business with the same things that I'm teaching in the spray tan class program that we offer. And not only that, thousands of other women have used that program as well and have done the same things and have found success through the simplicity of the education that they received, because over-analysis paralysis is definitely a thing. And I know that when you're starting a business, it's so incredibly hard to all of the things in your mind, like marketing, operations, business licenses, resell, blah, 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 blah. All of these things, it's just way too much. So why put more onto your plate when it really doesn't need to? I attended the AFTB Sunless Summit. They had a panel. There was professionals, there were chemists, there were brand owners, there were people who actually create solutions. So I trust those people and the people, my chemists and the people that I spoke to and the people that I know what they're doing more than I trust anybody else, really. So I encourage you guys, if you are new to the industry, if you are a veteran in the industry and you find yourself spending so much money on solution, or just maybe even getting so many solutions that they end up expiring and all of these things, like simplify your business model so that way you can make more profits for your business. Business growth, business success means high margins, right? Wide margins. So you're making money while spending not so much money. That's how you create a successful business. It's not all about just getting the new client and making a shit ton of money. It's also knowing how to really understand where your money's going and how to minimize your expenses as much as possible. That still provides a high quality service for your clients and all of that good stuff. So I really hope that this has helped you guys. I love you guys a long time, and I'm sorry if I pissed you off, but I still love you. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.